Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and the console Overwatch community just got the biggest W in years because now it's a bannable offense if you use a XIM device or if you use keyboard and mouse on console. And this isn't one of those like bannable offenses like, oh, you gotta be caught and reported, but no. If you are detected playing Overwatch 2 with a keyboard and mouse or using a XIM device, Overwatch will have software in place that if you're detected using it, you will be banned. This has been an issue plaguing the console community for years now, and as somebody that has played over like 8 years on console Overwatch, has made thousands of videos playing on Xbox, PlayStation, and even Nintendo Switch, this is the biggest and the best news to ever receive as a console player. Now, this is all coming from a blog post posted by Aaron Keller and the Overwatch team that just came out this morning. Now, I will go over the blog post in detail, talking about how this whole thing's gonna work, but I know there's gonna be tons of people wondering, what's a XIM device and why is it an issue that people use keyboard and mouse on console? Now, for those that don't know what a XIM or a XIM device or XIMing is on console, it's basically a third-party adapter that you plug into your Xbox or PlayStation that allows you to then plug in a keyboard and mouse and play with that keyboard and mouse on console. And the reason why people use a XIM device or keyboard and mouse on console is because they have really small penises and they aren't good enough to actually use a controller to get into top 500 on console Overwatch. But another reason why a lot of people use keyboard and mouse on console is because, well, it's no secret that using a keyboard and mouse allows you to use your character a whole lot more efficiently. Not only to have faster reaction time, like turning around with Genji, but also being able to use more abilities at your disposal because your fingers are pressing more buttons. But the third and biggest reason why people use XIM devices on console, which leads to a lot of small penises, is because you also get aim assist with keyboard and mouse. And if you guys don't know what aim assist is, it's a window on a character's hitbox that magnetizes your crosshair. It basically slows down your aim to allow you to hit your shots a little bit easier. And this is only intended for console players only because when you look at a controller, you have a tiny little plastic joystick with not a lot of room to have precise and precision aim versus a mouse that has a full desk, a big mouse pad that can have a lot more room to hit precise shots. That's why console players and controllers specifically have aim assist. But when you plug in a XIM device, you also get that aim assist with your keyboard and mouse. So not only is it easier to hit your shots because it's way more easier to use a keyboard and mouse, and that's coming from somebody that's played on console for 10 plus years and played a lot of keyboard and mouse, but you also get aim assist on top of that. And this hasn't been happening just in Overwatch 2, it's been happening ever since 2016 Overwatch 1. So many people have been using this device and using similar devices to play keyboard and mouse on console because it wasn't a bannable offense. There was no way to detect if someone was using keyboard and mouse or using a XIM device or if they were just really good with controller. But now that all changes. Based on the blog post posted by the Overwatch team and Aaron Keller this morning, they state that while we won't go into specific detail on how exactly we detect these devices, aka XIM devices, we can say that our detection has already been in place for multiple seasons, passively gathering data for us to analyze. Now that we have gathered the data we needed, we can finally talk about how we plan to deal with these unapproved peripherals, aka keyboard and mouse, XIMing devices, and huge loser versions. Based on our data from the past few seasons, usage of approved peripherals is highly apparent in high-ranked play, typically at Grandmaster or Champion ranked being the highest, while usage of unauthorized peripherals being between Bronze and Platinum ranks are very rare. And quickly chiming in, as somebody that has hit top 500, Grandmaster, and Master on console for many years, I can safely say that it really is only the high-ranked players that are using XIM devices most of the time because those are only the loser virgins that care so much about their console rank that they're willing to spend hundreds of dollars of adapters just to gain a competitive advantage on console Overwatch. So you lower ranked players, you probably won't see that many people get banned in your lobbies because, well, there's not many people using a XIM device in those ranks because not many people care that much about their rank or aren't good enough to even use a keyboard and mouse in the first place. But going back to the blog posts, they say that starting in Season 11, players who are detected using an unapproved peripheral on console will be actioned in 2 phases. The first time a player is detected, they will be restricted from competitive on console for 1 week. Players will still have access to quick play during this time, and if they cease using the unapproved peripherals, aka unplugging their XIM device and keyboard and mouse, the restriction will eventually expire and they will be able to resume playing competitive. However, if the use of unapproved peripherals continues, aka plugging back your XIM device, not only will the player be restricted from competitive on console, but they will be forced to play with other keyboard and mouse players when playing in quick play for the entire season. That's so funny, bro. Additionally, these players will no longer have access to the aim assist feature. They are welcome to continue playing Overwatch 2, but they will be playing against other players who use a similar control setup to their own. Blizzard is basically calling them huge mega losers and telling them to get good and play with people of their own. But that's not all, because this is where the best part comes into play. What about the use of unapproved peripherals before Season 11? Over the next few weeks, there will be permanent account bans against players who are the most severe abusers of unapproved peripherals. These actions will be targeted towards high-ranked players who have been reported by others and who our data clearly shows are using unapproved peripherals. Basically, half a top 500 on console is about to be banned, baby. But if you're an active XIM user shaking in your boots, worried about your precious account, don't worry, because you have one saving grace, because they also say for console players using these unapproved peripherals who do not want their account banned, the only way to evade these bans is to cease using an approved peripheral right now. There will be no other warnings. By the grace of Aaron Keller, they are still not being that harsh against XIM users and giving you one final chance to clean up your act before Season 11 begins. And I just want to give a round of applause for Blizzard for actually doing this. I mean, it should have been done back in like 2016, but at least they're doing something, and doing something that I think will consistently ban cheaters. It is cheating. They have literally stated that using XIMs is cheating. And I know it sounds like I'm getting heated and getting borderline toxic, but this is a big issue that I had when it came to playing with console. One, the constant levers, but two, the people just straight up cheating. It wasn't fair to play against somebody that was playing Genji or Widowmaker and using the XIM device, because it's just not fair. Like, I'm over here using my $60 Target plastic controller, and these guys have the freaking NASA station in front of them, sweating, trying to get the top 500 on console Overwatch as if they're gonna get an Overwatch League contract. But no longer, because now there's gonna be a system in place that gets rid of these people. And if you're a XIM user feeling like this is unfair, I got one thing and one thing to say to you. You never come back. Sincerely, the console community. But anyway, guys, this is probably the happiest I've ever been as a console player. I know I haven't been playing console Overwatch for a while now, but this is a big reason why I haven't been playing, and this is probably going to be the reason why I might come and try to get to top 500 again, because now it's going to be an even playing field. But until that happens, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.